Peter from the 630. Are you there?
I am here, Jason.
Did you hear the last call?
No, I didn't.
Okay. No worries. So, Peter, tell me, you're calling in. How can we help you?
Well, about 6 weeks ago, I called in for Ask Jason, telling about my idea for GeekStack, an online trading card game.
Yes.
The heroes of science and technology, and I wanted to follow up, tell you what's happened since then.
I think this is the first follow-up.
Yep.
So this is a follow-up. Do you remember this call?
I did. I thought
So Joe remembers the call. Everybody thought this was a great idea. Now, I'm going to recap the idea. You tell me if I got it right, because you pitched it so well.
Okay.
Our friend here, Peter, is creating a card game like, what's the other card game called? That's like
Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering. But instead of putting elves and warriors or whatever nonsense is on that, he's putting scientists and intelligent people, because he's got a passion for that, on the cards. So you could have Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein on cards and have them battling each other and doing all kinds of different things. So it's an incredible game. Kids learn something about science. You could sell these things at school. And he told us about this idea, and we said, well, this is brilliant. He's thinking, maybe I got to raise a ton of money for this. And I said, I don't know. I think you got to make a couple of cards and show them to people. And once they see that, it's such a purple cow.
Absolutely.
It's so unique. They're going to have passion about it.
Yeah.
And I said to you, why don't you just put this on 99 Designs for $50 and see if somebody can design it for you, make a prototype, and see what people think.
Yeah.
What did you do, Peter?
Well, I did go to 99 Designs. There's actually not a $50 option. It ended up being about $150.
That's $150.
And I got some very good designs. It was hard to choose because there were several that were excellent, but there's one that did win, and I thought it was great, and I've used it everywhere since then. Actually, I wrote a page on my blog with the picture as well as the updates, a lot of stuff I'm going to say in more detail. If you want to pull it up, it's at bit.ly/GeekStack update.
bit.ly/GeekStack update.
Yep.
Okay, I'm pulling it up right now on my computer. Let's see if it loads.
And you'll be able to see the winning picture, and it captures what I was looking for. That I just didn't want pictures of people. I wanted something powerful, something to show the scope of their accomplishments and all that. I think you'll see it in the picture of John von Neumann when it comes up.
Yeah, unfortunately, my connection is not working so well here.
Are you on wireless?
I'm on wireless, yeah.
It came up for me.
Strange. So tell me about where the business is at. You built the prototype, and I got to shake your hand and see it, actually, myself personally, at TechCrunch 50. You took the trip out there. Where are you from, again? I can't remember.
Chicago.
Chicago. So you came to TechCrunch 50. You had the prototypes. Where's the business at now?
Well, the other thing that I asked for when I was on the call with you last time was that I needed a co-founder with design, art, that kind of background. And a couple people got in touch with me, and one of them turned out to be a great fit.
Really?
A guy named Michael Pavlovich. He's a senior at Illinois State, so not only is he a good fit, but he's down the road. He's from Chicago. He comes up here on the weekends to see his family. So we've worked online for about a month, and we got to meet in person, work together for a while last week. It was really about as much as I could ask for. So he is working on the website, the front end, the graphic design.
Really?
I'm working on the game engine. I've had to rewrite it a few times, but each time it gets better. It gets smaller, easier code, easier to extend, all that stuff. We're looking to have a playable demo, not the finished game, but something you can look at and work with by the end of the year. He's got a big incentive because this is his senior class project.
Oh, really? Great.
Yep. So pressure's on him. And that's where the business is. When I was out at TechCrunch 50, I met quite a few people who were interested in it too. The guys from Spawn Labs, I talked to them and they loved it.
Oh,
so
cool.
Big thumbs up with them.
Yeah.
And I met a couple of people who I talked to about actually being on the cards.
Oh, you're kidding.
Working through
Wow.
their people getting agreements in place, talking about what they want out of it, what they need to contribute, and how I can help them. And
do you have to get permission, do you think, or no?
I think
Unclear?
It's not clear. I've heard different opinions from different people I've talked to, from the legal side, but I want to have people engaged in it, involved with it. So anybody that I can interact with, I think it's going to be that much better.
Oh, well, here's an idea for you. A friend of mine, his name is Elon Musk, and he is doing the company called SpaceX. He did PayPal. He's also doing Tesla. He's a pretty brilliant guy. He's a good friend of mine. And he is the chief.
I just watched the special episode with his brother.
Yeah, I Kimball on last week, correct? A special episode. And he's a pretty hardcore engineer guy. And if you make a card for him, I will personally email it to him. And I think he'll get a kick out of it. But I think these things only cost you $100 to make, and probably at scale, maybe less. Yeah, you should start making these. People are gonna respond when they get them. I think it's a great way to actually. The great way to get these people involved is to actually just send them the email and be like, "Hey, I'm a big fan of yours." I mean, if I got one of those, if somebody did this for Web 2.0 and internet, and somebody sent me my business card with me as a superhero, I'd be like, "Really? Wow, this is awesome!" Make me a poster.
I've already thought of what yours would be like. You'd be sitting at a poker table with your poker visor on, and you'd be holding a hand of cards out.
Right.
But instead of playing card backs, they'd be the backs of Weblogs Inc. and AOL.
It's pretty smart. Pretty smart. Yeah, exactly. This Week in Startups. Very smart.